for me. Work for me. Work that body for me. What? Work it.
Okay, guys. So I am trying something new today so that I'm not in my car. Let me bring you guys down a little bit. Don't know why I have it up so high. What do I look? Do I look here? Where's my camera? Okay, get it together, Jada. I'm trying something new instead of coming from my car. Yes, I did just get off of work. So we're about to get into this video. Let's get into it, as they said. All right, so it is the month of February, and we all know what February is. It's Black History Month. It's Black History Month.
And I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm back. Yo, I'm black and I'm black.
It's Black History Month. For this month, I want to share with you guys some Black authors that you may have heard of before or you may not have heard of before, and some authors that are kind of new to me. So the first author I want to get into is Brittany Cherry. I first got introduced to Brittany Cherry's work through a book that I read previously. It was The Problem with Dating. It was such a good book that I was excited for the next book, which is The Problem with Players. This is the second book in the series, and it follows the second sister. I probably should have brought that book out because I already read The Problem with Dating, and this is the second book. First of all, let's get into how beautiful this artwork is. Look at this, guys. You know what? I might just tell y'all to read it for yourselves. I was first introduced to Brittany Cherry through one of her other books, The Problem with Dating. Love the book, love the series, and that book follows the first sister. I can't remember if she's the oldest or not, and I absolutely loved getting introduced to a Black female lead. And in this series, each book follows one of the sisters. The second book, The Problem with Players, follows the second sister. Basically, what the book is about, from the synopsis, I haven't read it yet, so it's not any spoilers, but basically the second sister's ex is now her new assistant coach. Now they used to go together, and then somehow they're going to end up working together. But if you read the first book, you're kind of trying to figure out, how do we get here in this storyline, because of how this first book ends. Again, the first book is about the first sister, the second book is about the next sister. And I didn't bring it in here because I probably won't get to the third book. But the third book that just came out is The Problem with Falling, and that follows the third sister, Willow. And I'm so excited for her story. Willow is kind of more of like that free-spirited sister. She is kind of, I don't want to say she's all over the place, but she's different. And I can't wait to get into her story. The next author is Tamisha Cuny. I do have one of her other books that is an arc that I'm going to be talking about, and I can't wait to review here. It's called Candle in the Wind. I'm going to put the tropes, I'm going to put the book picture here, and then the trope of what's in that book here, because I haven't come across any of those tropes reading in any of the books that I've had. I'm very excited to get into that arc and review it. It comes out, I believe it comes out February 14th, so I got to get on that. But this is by Tamisha Cuny. I got this book. It's not, it didn't just come out. I can't remember when it came out. It might have came out maybe last year or two years ago. And I'm like, okay, I think I am kind of liking her vibes of how she, like where she goes in the story. I haven't read it yet, but I'm excited to get into it. This is book one of the Spring Fever trilogy. It's called Inhalers and Bruises. The back just says, Mariam Banks struggles as a ballet dancer with her career on the line after deciding to participate in one of the most difficult programs in NYC ballet theater while taking care of her mentally ill mother and staying away from the media spotlight. Danger seemed to follow. After unofficially hiring her best friend's cousin as her driver, Akino Jong, An ex-Korean vet with a harrowing past, a man who was secretly hired as her bodyguard, but poses as her driver to raise less suspicions. The two get tangled into a much complicated situation. With his stoic attitude and her independence, there was a connection neither of them understood. Besides all of their differences, the two kept finding their way to each other after obstacles. So I'm excited to get into this. I love, again, the Black female lead. And then we also have another male lead who is different other than what we've been accustomed to seeing all the time. It makes the world more real when you're reading characters that look like you or just look like the world that you see around. So I'm excited to get into this read as well. The next read is by Tracy Deonn. I have read this book already, Legendborn, but I've been really itching to do a reread. I first read this book on my Kindle, and now when I have finally ordered the book hardback, I'm like, I want to reread this book with the book, like the tangible book in my hands. If you don't know, this book basically follows Bree Matthews. It's kind of like an interesting take on King Arthur, Merlin, and like kind of like the reincarnation of these characters and who they're sired to or who they are now and supposed to portray in the present day. She's that girl. She has all these powers. She's stepping into this world that she didn't necessarily know about, and she's doing some things. I'll read you the inside of the book. It says, after her mother dies in an accident, 16-year-old Bree Matthews wants nothing to do with her family memories or childhood home. A residential program for bright high schoolers at UNC Chapel Hill seems like the perfect escape until Bree witnesses a magical attack her very first night on campus. A flying demon feeding on human energies, a secret society of so-called Legendborn students who hunt the creatures down, and a mysterious teenage mage who calls himself a Merlin and who attempts and fails to wipe Bree's memory of everything she saw. The mage's failure reveals Bree's own unique magic and a buried memory with a hidden connection. The night her mother died, another Merlin was at the hospital. Now that Bree knows there's more to her mother's death than what's on the police report, she'll do whatever it takes to find out the truth, even if that means infiltrating the Legendborn as one of their initiates. She recruits Nick, a self-exiled Legendborn with his own grudge against the group, and their reluctant partnership pulls them deeper into the society's secrets and closer to each other. But when the Legendborn reveal themselves as the descendants of King Arthur's knights and explain that a magical war is coming, Bree has to decide how far she'll go for the truth and whether she should use her magic to take the society down or join the fight. This is the first book in Bree's story. It's a beautiful, again, look at this artwork. I'm a big fan of like not cartoon, but like drawings, artworks on books. I think it makes a book so much better. And then the second book in that series is Bloodmark. I would read what's inside, but I feel like when you read the second book of a series, it kind of gives some things away. That's why I couldn't tell you too much about why I'm confused of how we get here because of how the first book ends in the series. I would highly suggest going to read The Problem with Dating. I'm reading the second book because I already read that book, and these are just books that I personally plan to read. But Bloodmark is the second book in the Legendborn series, and the third book in the Legendborn series is getting ready to come out March 5th. I am so excited for that. Honestly, I'm planning to pre-order it, and when it comes out, I can't wait to review that here on my channel. But these are some Black Arthurs for February that I'm getting ready to read. The Problem with Players by Brittany Cherries. Check out the first book, The Problem with Dating, to get into these sisters' stories. Inhalers and Bruises by Tamisha Cuny, as well as her arc, Kindle in the Wind. And I will be reviewing that on my channel before February 14th or by February 14th. So you guys can see what I thought of the book and get ready to pre-order that. And the first book in Legendborn series Tell me what books are you guys reading for the month of February? How are you celebrating Black History Month? How are we celebrating Black authors who are talented, who are amazing? Like, what are we doing? These are what I'm reading. Share below in the comment section what you guys are reading. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share this video, turn that notification bell on for my next videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.
For me, break for me, break that body for me, what, work it.